You wrote a heart around our date on the fridge where birthdays wait. Between the notes and grocery lists, our love lives on in little twists. A magnet holds a photo tight from last July, that perfect night. Your smile framed in summer haze still warms me in the quiet days. We never wrote long poetry, but found our rhymes and recipes. You left a joke beside the milk in cursive lines, so soft, so silk. You circled days we'd stay in bed and added just because instead the world outside could spin and spin, but we had calendars within. Calendar on the fridge where our quiet dreams live, marked in ink but built in soul, where all the tiny moments grow. You never had to shout or prove, just wrote your love in daily moves. Calendar on the fridge, and I still read each line you give. You planned a movie, drew a star, said don't forget how loved you are. I passed it twice before it hit that every date was heavenly. You even marked our silly fight with makeup, hugs, and hearts in white. And in that space I understood that even hurt could turn to good. Now months have passed, you're out of town, but still your notes don't let me down. I wake to coffee, find your high in dry erase that makes me cry. You're gone, but still you find a way to love me through a written day. And even when the months are bare, I trace your love like it's still there. Calendar on the fridge, our private way to live. In every date your soul is sown, and in those squares I'm not alone. No need for rosy skies or songs, just morning notes that love prolongs. Calendar on the fridge still shows me where my heart belongs. The years will fade, the ink might smear, but your soft echo stays so clear. You made a life from simple art, a daily map straight to my heart. Calendar on the fridge where love wrote its own script through Tuesday plans and rainy days. You built a home in quiet ways. I'll keep the months you marked with care, each one a reason you were there. Calendar on the fridge, forever us in every square. The little things that say I love you loud. You laughed in the golden morning, barefoot by the garden wall. hair tied up, your eyes wide open. You didn't try, you had it all. I was always overthinking, till you spun me in your breeze. Suddenly my world stopped shaking when you whispered, stay with me. You hummed songs that haven't played yet, sing with lips that kiss the sun. You don't chase the world, you charm it, and it follows one by one. And love like this don't knock too loud, it just floats in soft and kind, with a scent like blooming clover and the taste of summer wine. You're like strawberry wind, soft and sweet and pulling me in, with a smile that melts the rain and a laugh I can't explain. You're the warmth in every sky, the reason I stopped asking why. You're not a storm I had to spin, you're just my strawberry wind. We drive through towns with no direction, you just turn and let me lead. And even silence becomes music when we've got no need to speak. You don't dream of being perfect, you just glow in what you are. And your hands, they hold tomorrow, like a map drawn by the stars. There's a rhythm when you touch me, like the earth began to sing. I don't need 1,000 answers when I've got your everything. You're like strawberry wind, soft and sweet and pulling me in, with a smile that melts the rain and a laugh I can't explain. You're the warmth in every sky, the reason I stopped asking why. You're not a storm I had to spin, you're just my strawberry wind. Oh, let me breathe you in again, never asking where or when. You're the season I would stay in if love had weather, you're my haven. You're like strawberry wind, soft and sweet and pulling me in, like the sun that warms my skin, like the home I find within. We're a song that doesn't end, you're the start and not pretend. You're not a storm I had to spin, you're just my strawberry wind. You're just my strawberry wind. You walked in like Sunday morning with a hush that filled the air. I wasn't searching for salvation, but somehow you were there. You didn't ask for anything, just sat beside my storm. And in the eye of all my chaos, your presence kept me warm. You held me without questions, you stayed when I withdrew. And I began to understand what love was meant to do. We're not perfect, we're not polished, but we fit like melody. If this isn't written fate, then nothing else could be. 'Cause nothing else could be this real, this slow and sweet, this soft and still. No lightning flash, just steady rain that carves its way through hurt and pain. We've built a life from honesty, and every breath's a symphony. If this is love, then set it free. 'Cause nothing else, no, nothing else could be. You read me like a letter that no one dared unfold, and every line you touched inside me turned my silver into gold. You saw the parts I tried to bury, you traced the maps I drew in vain, and you whispered, you're still worthy, even marked by every stain. You're not loud, you're not demanding, but you speak in clarity. And if you're not my meant to be, then nothing else could be. 'Cause nothing else could be this real, this slow and sweet, this soft and still. No lightning flash, just steady rain that carves its way through hurt and pain. We've built a life from honesty, and every breath's a symphony. If this is love, then let it be. 'Cause nothing else, no, nothing else could be. I don't need a louder truth, I just need the heart in you. Not fireworks, not fantasy, just something sure and always me. 'Cause nothing else could be this real, this warm and wild, this calm and zeal. Not a dream I'd chase and lose, but a vow I'd always choose. We've built a love that doesn't flee, it roots, it waits, it lets me be. And I know now wholeheartedly that nothing else, nothing else could be. No, nothing else could be. Only you and me. you feel like something true. No fireworks, no fortune, still I only look at you. There's a quiet in your kindness but you hold them at the door. You don't speak in loud devotion, but you show me more than words, in the way you brew my coffee, in the way you're never first. And I've chased every kind of ending, tried to script what love should be, but you walked in without warning and rewrote the heart in me. 'Cause you love me ever without trying. No grand designs, no perfect timing, just the way you brush my hair, or the coat you always wear. You don't even have to speak, but somehow you make me weak. I've been loved in many ways, but never, ever without trying. We don't need a sweeping skyline, we don't need a silver ring. Every time I see you breathing, that's my vow, that's everything. You make Tuesdays feel like Sundays, make the waiting feel like grace. You don't chase the world around us, but you keep my heart in place. I've been searching for a meaning, for a rhythm I could hold. Then you smiled like I was worthy, like I'd never not been whole. 'Cause you love me ever without trying. No rehearsed lines, no clarifying, just a hand beneath the stars, or your laugh behind the car. You don't even try to shine, still your light outlasts the time. I've been loved but not like this, so quiet, so brave, ever without trying. Oh, you're the verse I never wrote. Oh, but I feel it in my throat. If love had breath, you would be the sigh that makes me live, not wonder why. 'Cause you love me ever without trying. In your glance I find my flying. There's no spell, there's no disguise, just the truth that never lies. I've known wild and I've known fire, but this piece is what I desire. If this is love, no need for tying. You are mine, ever without trying. You are mine, ever without trying. Ooh. this space between our breathing is a truth that's crystal clear. We don't speak in declarations, we just move like morning light. Every glance you give reminds me that I don't need to fight. You are not the loud arrival, you're the stay when all else leaves. You're the stillness in the chaos, you're the hand that always believes. And I have lived in noise and motion, chased the spark, ignored the flame, but in your hush I found devotion, love that doesn't need a claim. I am held in the quiet of you, no fireworks, no need to prove. You're the peace I never knew, the soft I always ran into. Not the thunder, not the storm, but the place I feel most warm. Not a whisper, just a soothe, but a vow held in the quiet of you. We've grown slow like steady rivers, carving through what time forgot. No rush, no perfect answers, just the love we've slowly caught. And I don't want the crowded echoes or the fleeting neon highs. I just want the way you find me, in a world that passes by. You don't promise without reason, you don't change with every wind, but you stay my perfect season. And that's where my truth begins. I am held in the quiet of you, no need to shout to see it through. You're the calm I never earned, the tide I always yearned. Not the firework or fame, but the place that knows my name. I don't ask what we must do, I just breathe, held in the quiet of you. If love is just a sacred sound, I see you through the window of a world we almost knew. You smile like nothing's missing, but I'm missing all of you. We talk like we're still drifting on the edges of what if, but my heart keeps rerunning almost every kiss. You're near enough to touch me, but we never quite collide. Like stars that keep on crossing but won't land on the same side. And maybe we were never meant to name what's in our eyes, but still I keep on hoping the timing's not a lie. You're always just a little closer than I dare to say out loud. Almost mine, but not quite over. Still I feel you in the crowd. Not a stranger, not a lover. Still I wait to pull you under every step a little bolder. But you're always just a little closer. You haunt the songs I listen to when rain begins to fall. And in the way my hand still lingers when I don't expect a call. You're every word I never said, and every look I meant. The future I keep dancing around, but never quite present. Maybe we don't need a label. Maybe this is how we last. But I still wonder quietly, what if we just move past? You're always just a little closer than my voice could ever reach. Still your name's my quiet anchor. Still your breath becomes my speech. Not a flame that burns me over, just the touch I still remember. You're the ache that feels like closure, but you're always just a little closer. We almost had a start, but never played the part. You and I in shadows drawn almost right, but always gone. You're always just a little closer than a goodbye I can say. Always waiting in the silence of the words I threw away. Not the ending, not the lover, but the soul I can't get over. Still I hold, still I hover. You're always just a little closer. You're always We never needed perfect weather to know that we were meant to be. You held the brush, I held the canvas, and we painted silently. You never said it had to sparkle, but you gave me every hue, and in the softest strokes of silence, I saw forever drawn through you. We weren't chasing bright explosions or a spotlight for our names. We found magic in the morning, and in walking through the rain. Every color, every scar, every corner of your heart told a story, wild and wondrous, that was painted into us, painted into us, like sky into sea, like breath into words, like time into me. We're not loud, we're not wild, we're a masterpiece gone mild. You don't need to say you'll stay, your love is in the way. You breathe me in with trust, it's painted into us. The little fights, the quiet making up, the songs we half forget to sing. Even the way you fold the laundry means more than diamond rings. You trace dreams in cups of coffee, and I find home in how you smile. It's not painted with perfection, but with truth that runs a mile. Every detail we've embraced, every corner, every space holds a love that's vast and wondrous, 'cause it's painted into us, painted into us, like fire into night, like stars into dark, like wrong into right. We don't burn, we don't rush, we just grow and softly crush every fear, every fuss, 'cause we're painted into We're not framed, we're not signed, oh, but you're still clearly mine. Not a showpiece on a wall, but the art that holds it all. Painted into us, like song into sound, like footsteps in the sacred ground. You and I, not loud or grand, but something time can't understand. We don't sparkle, we don't We don't talk about forever, but I feel it in your gaze, like a lighthouse in the distance, through 1,000 drifting days. You don't speak in declarations, but your hands, they always say, I would choose you in the silence, even if you walked away. I've known love in brighter colors, I've seen fire and I've seen gold, but this quiet that you bring me is the story I want told. And maybe we're not made for thunder or for roaring crowds to show, but I believe in whispered moments, 'cause even the quiet knows. Even the quiet knows your name in the spaces that remain. You don't have to make me cry for me to feel a lullaby. You don't chase or rearrange, you just love me through the change. And in that stillness, something grows, 'cause even the quiet knows. We don't dance like they do in movies, but you sway me with one glance. And when I reach for something certain, you're the stillness in the chance. We're not carved in cinematic, but we're written like a prayer. And when I wonder if it's working, you're already standing there. You don't shout to make it clearer, you don't push to make it right. You just stay, and in your presence I see color in the night. Even the quiet knows your name in the way you calm the flame. You don't need to break the sky to be the wings that help me fly. You don't chase or rearrange, you just love me through the change. No applause and no grand show, still even the quiet knows. No need to fill the space. You're already my grace. If a word is never spoken, still this bond won't be broken. Even the quiet knows your name, like a song without refrain. You don't need to draw a line to be what makes my world align. You're the peace I never chose, but the kind that only grows. You're the yes the world forgoes. And even the quiet knows. Even the quiet knows. Even the quiet knows. Even the quiet knows. If I had a way to hold you that would stop the world from spinning, I would wrap you in the moment, right where every dream begins. I could steal a second longer from the ticking hands of time, I would trade my every sunrise just to keep your hand in mine. You don't know the way you anchor all the storms I used to chase. Now I float in something steady since I learned to love your face. And I never had a roadmap, but your heart drew out the stars. If this love was just an echo, you still found it where you are. If I had a way to hold you beyond arms and days and light, I would weave you into silence that still sings through every night. I don't need a grand forever, just the breath between our stays. If I had a way to hold you, I would never walk away. You don't ask for perfect answers, you just wait and let me grow, like a lighthouse, soft and constant in a sea I used to know. Now the tides, they feel forgiving. Now the storms, they seem less loud, 'cause you never had to fix me, just to love me here and now. I've been held by fleeting moments, but you stayed through rise and fall. And the way you look so certain is the purest love of all. If I had a way to hold you in a song or whispered prayer, I would frame the way you see me, like you're always standing there. I don't need a painted story, I don't need to make you stay. But if I had a way to hold you, you'd be held in every way. Oh, you're the calm I couldn't name. Oh, and I love you just the same. If love's not loud, then let it be just this hush between you and me. If I had a way to hold you, not just touch but something more, I would etch you into breathing and the world we're waiting for. You don't ask for chains or vows, but you're the why and who and how. If I had a way to hold you, I would hold you even now. I would hold you even now. see you in the space between the rhythm of the in-between, where breath forgets to fill the air, and all that's left is standing there. I trace you in the morning light, in steam that curls from coffee white, in songs I hear but never play. You're in the words I meant to say. You're not a ghost, you're not a dream. You're something softer in between, like memory without the pain, like whispering before the rain. And every moment slips away, but you remain in some sweet way. I never say it, never fray, but I still know the shape of your name. I still know the shape of your name, though the letters never stayed the same. Carved in glass and breath in flame, I feel it burn and heal again. Not in ink or spoken plain, but in every quiet flame. You never had to make me stay, I just breathe the shape of your name. I kept the shirt you left behind. It smells like you and feels like time. I wear it like a secret vow to something we still don't know how. I've loved and lost and tried again, but no one else quite speaks like them. You say walking like it's nothing, but the air begins to bend, and the room forgets its corners when you start to just exist. I don't say much when you're near me, 'cause the silence feels like sound, and your eyes, they hold the questions that I thought I'd never ask out loud. You don't burn like a fire, but you pull me just the same, like the moon across the water, like the echo of a name. You are candlelight gravity, soft and slow, but pulling me, not a spark that disappears, but a weight that draws me near. I don't float, I don't resist. I was born to fall like this. There's no fight, no strategy, only you and candlelight gravity. You're the pause between my heartbeats, the hush before I sleep, and the smile that I remember when the world forgets to keep. You don't rush to say you love me, but I feel it in your pace, in the way your hand just lingers, like it's always known its place. You don't need to ask, don't need to check. just like a secret, and I never tried to fight it. You were meant to stay so long, but now you live in all my songs. And every line I try to finish, there's a trace I never diminish. You didn't knock, you didn't speak, you just found the softer me, where I hide from expectations. You brought light to hesitation. Love wasn't in the plan, but you reached me where I stand. Without maps, without condition, it was love without permission. Love without permission. No warning, no transition. Not a storm, not a command, just the touch that made me stand. I never meant to say your name, but now it's written in my flame. You didn't ask, but I would listen to your love without permission. And when the world begins to spin, I only wanna lean back in. You don't promise, you don't swear, you just breathe and you are there. And in the quiet of your presence, I find freedom in acceptance. You didn't ask me to believe, but you gave me space to grieve. And in your silent intuition grew this love without permission. Love without permission, not defined by old traditions. Not a chase, not just a kiss, but the truth I never miss. I never planned to feel this way, but your light won't walk away. You just came and I was risen in your love without permission. Just love without permission. Love without permission, pure and strong in every vision. I don't own it, I don't bind, but it's the peace I long to find. You didn't ask, you didn't plead, but you became my only need. Now my heart's your quiet mission. It beats your love without permission. Your love without permission. dance on words we never finish, in rooms with half-painted walls. You say you're just a little broken, that your heart's still on the mend, but you hold me like forever, then slip out before the end. I've waited in the quiet where your echo used to ring, but all the hope I'm holding still believes in everything. And if you feel the way I do, why do you keep walking through? If love is real and not a play, then this time stay. This time stay. Don't let it fall. Don't turn our fire to a wall. If you mean it when you kiss, don't leave me lost and almost blameless. I've watched you fade 1,000 nights like shadows running from the light. But if you love me, don't look away. Not again. This time stay. We don't need a perfect story, just a promise not to run. I'll take the messy middle over endings left undone. You think I need a savior, but I just need you real, to show up when it matters, to feel and let it feel. You say goodbye like it's a song, but I've heard it for too long, and I can't let you walk away. So please, this time stay. This time stay. Don't make it fade. Don't turn our chance into a trade. If you feel it like I do, then let this moment carry you. We've built too much, we've come too far for you to be a shooting star. Don't leave again, don't drift or stray. If it's love, this time stay. I've held the door too many nights. Come back before the silence bites. You don't need to say a vow, just be here, just be now. This time stay. Don't let me guess if this is love or something less. I don't want the chase, the fade. I want the night where you remain. Don't be the one that got away when you're still here, just steps away. If this is real, then don't delay. You don't say I love you much, but I see it in your pause, in the way you hold your coffee, in the way you let me talk. You don't write me notes or letters, but you're quiet when I cry. And your silence isn't distant, it's just love that's learned to lie. You never beg me not to go, but you never miss a call. And when I feel the world get heavy, you're already there to catch it all. Words are easy, I've been told, but actions warm me when it's cold. And all the ways you choose to stay, living in you don't say, sings louder every day. In the space between your steps, in the breath you never kept. You don't tell me I'm your light, but you always check I'm right. You don't beg, you don't delay, you just love, and everything you don't say. You don't dance out in the open, but you hum that same old tune. And I know it's how you're holding all the feelings still in bloom. You're not chasing perfect phrases, you just show up, rain or shine. And I'm learning that your silence has been saying you are mine. You don't have to write it down, I still feel it all around. There's a truth no word can weigh, it's in everything you don't say. Is the song I play each day, in the lift of just your look, in the page you never took. You don't hold me like a cage, but I feel you all the same. You don't ask, you just remain in your way, in everything